messaging David, or Giffen, as you know him,
Yeah.
and the guy was like, "Yeah, you want to try my game?" And David was like, "Yeah, sure. How do you play?" And let me pull it up real quick. Um, but basically, it ended with David saying, "Enjoy the dick in your ass."
Jesus Christ.
um, okay, where did this start? Let me just send these to you.
So yeah, yesterday was a big day, huh?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Little
You know,
bit, just a little bit.
spent a substantial amount of time cleaning up. Repairing, rebuilding, as you do. There's your fun little message chain for your enjoyment.
Fucking block wars, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Isaac, how's your development of the hit game Block Wars going?
Bro, we doing numbers. I
Yeah, clearly. Did you pay this guy to hack you and advertise your game?
bro, this is a marketing scheme. I do feel very terrible though for
A lot of
everyone
people, yeah.
everyone else who got affected. But yeah, as I'm learning too, it was throughout the entire day and today. It's just like it wasn't just me.
Yeah,
It wasn't the last person that I got it from either. It was a ton of people.
right.
I mean, you saw Axe go in. This stuff we shouldn't really fully dive into on the video,
Right.
but
There were a lot of accounts in there.
yeah, and what the fuck, Giffen? Why would you say this?
I told him to.
Oh gosh. So
I like that the response was, "I know."
I seriously. So
Oh man.
yesterday at around noon, um, you know, got a message from somebody that I would speak to and stuff, and they said we send files back and forth to each other all the time. Um, and then I got hit with it. The second I'm like something seems weird, but it kind of makes sense. I don't know. My brain was not on. I think I had just woken up or something.
Right,
I mean,
right.
I'm not here trying to make excuses for myself. It was definitely like, bro, what are you thinking? But I thought, all right, well, seems reasonable enough. Something seems a little bit off, but that should have just been my trigger right there. Got it. 2 seconds, and I'm like, oh, oh, oh. Immediately tried to like shut everything down, and then no, account was lost to me. As I frantically tried telling everyone, tried to tell you, I made a new account, tried to hop back in
Right.
Discord. You were like, you didn't even know
I
what was
saw it
going on.
immediately. I see a red Isaac Wolf with the default like Discord picture pop into the server, and I'm like, oh, so we got a funny guy joining pretending to be Isaac, and then suddenly it was no longer funny because I get your message. You're like, hey, this is really bad. Discord got hacked. Serious issue, and I'm like, oh boy, here we go.
Yeah.
Because now the server's in the hands of a very deranged individual, I guess, who now has control over everything, and there really wasn't a whole lot that could even be done.
Yeah, it happened really fast. That dude ran a script well, actually, to be fair, as it was specified, it wasn't even his script. He
Right.
got it from someone else.
Hmm.
Um and that person is the person who created it is based on what we have heard most likely going to jail in their local country.
Doesn't
Um
really surprise me.
yeah. Unfortunately, the we believe he was Turkish guy.
Hmm.
Um couldn't don't know what's up with that one, but yeah, like already contacted Discord. I made that YouTube video like immediately to basically tell everyone, put out the tweets, and I'm like, nah, clear it.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, some of those tweets and the videos just weren't enough for a couple people.
Right.
Um Like, I don't really I feel really terrible for them, but it's like that's
Mhm.
out of my hands completely at this point. Like, I'm doing everything I can to get the word out there to be like, please don't. Like,
Right,
but
right,
there's only so far I can go. Obviously, I lost my entire contact list. I lost my client list on Discord. Thankfully, though, the like I'd say probably 80%, 90% of my clients 100% understood what was going on
right.
and immediately like figured it out. But yeah, so after that point, when I was telling you, I had yet to because I figured, all right, a restart and deleting that file or whatever might have fixed it.
Mhm.
Um, but they got into my second account that I had
Right.
just
We
made,
were
right?
sitting in the voice call, and
And
I'm
and
like,
then
"What are we gonna do?"
Alpha
And then
gets
you're like, "I don't
blocked
know," and then you get kicked
immediately.
out.
Yeah, he gets blocked immediately. I can't unblock him, and then I get kicked out of the
Yeah.
account. You get
And
kicked out of
on
the
the server
server.
side, right, the guy so I pinged that account the second the, like, red Isaac Wolf joined the server, your second account. I pinged your main account and was like, "Hey, what is this?" And so I immediately alerted the dude that I was onto him. And then, of course, we get in that voice call, and he hacks your second account and sees that we're talking about it. And I guess he wasn't very intelligent, but I'll give him this. He was intelligent enough to be like, man, I should probably get rid of this alpha guy. So he bans me. But, you know, that was fine because we still had eyes on the inside. you
Yeah,
know,
we had a couple. We're not gonna reveal all your tricks,
no.
we had some extra eyes on the inside, and the server was in chaos.
Right. The second you put out that video, it was probably like it was super tragic, don't get me wrong, but it was pretty comedic. Like server side, I don't know how much I've told you about what went on, but
Not much.
so I was in there trying to like lay low, using my backdoor trick, and I was just kind of watching what was going on, and then I saw the dude start to post in announcements. He was like, "Hey, I made a game," and I was like, "Uh-uh." So I deleted the message, and then he did it again, and I just deleted it again, and I guess it started to piss him off. But right about the time that was happening, you put out your video, and I think I linked the video and pinged everyone, and I was like, "Get out of the server now." And people just started freaking out. It was pretty funny. There was
Oh
like
boy.
everybody was like, abandoned ship, get out, last one out, close the door or something. It was crazy. It was pretty funny. I saw a lot of people, just the chat probably was the most active it's been since we started the server, I think.
Yeah.
Um,
So, um, and then your back door got foiled a bit. So then you used another back door.
I had a couple people
Yeah,
in
you
there
had
still.
a couple people, and
Hmm.
you did a giga brain, just genius move of people who had a certain role had
Right.
admin. So
Yeah. Before he
they
kicked me, I left a little way for people to ascend themselves up the role list. And I gave that to a couple people that I trust and was like, "Hey," I even alerted my own squad. I was like, "Hey, I might need you all to like run into this server and just nuke the entire thing here in a minute." But the couple guys we had on the inside, unfortunately accidentally broke my back door in their nuking process because I guess they didn't know what they were trying to defend. But essentially what we had them do was delete every text channel in the server and kick every single person that they could, so that it would limit the access that that guy would have to people.
Yeah, it
Because
was
if your account,
all but
right,
7 people, right?
I think it was about maybe 5 to 7,
Yeah. And
maybe
and
even less than that.
and I'm sure those people knew as well.
Right. And I think some of those people were like my guys on the inside. So,
So if anyone out there is just like, "Yeah, I thought I was missing the server," it's like, yes, because thanks to Alpha's quick thinking here and his friends, and the
we blew
appropriate
the whole thing up.
yeah, the appropriate people have also been like promoted to mod on the new server, which we'll get into later on the new server.
Right.
Um, thanks to them, we have minimized the potential damage that could have been done to other people's accounts, thank God. So what these scammers typically do is they just take Discord. As far as we know, they only steal your Discord.
Right.
Um, and they do that via like keylogging.
Mhm.
Um, and the script quickly gets you out, changes the email, changes the password, changes everything. So you are completely locked out by that point. Um,
Two-factor doesn't
yeah,
really seem to have any effect on it.
two factor does not have any effect on it. It is abysmal that Discord does not have a security step to change your email or your phone
Right.
number or anything. That is just ridiculous. It's one thing to change the password, and even then, that should have some form of
There should be
security.
an email notification that you receive when
Microsoft
something is
has it.
changed on your account
Yeah,
where you can dispute it and be like, "Hey, I didn't do this." It
yeah.
is ridiculous that we are paying Discord this much money for Nitro and for boosts, and they have known that this problem has been ongoing for months, and they have done nothing on their end to stop it, as far as we can see on this side of things. Like,
So
I'm not saying they're not trying, but I think it's time to try a little bit harder,
I mean,
just a little bit.
seriously, there's one thing with, we're trying to be hip with everyone, integrate games, get in and start, sponsoring people. It's like, but dude, security's got to be first thing. In
Right.
fact, we already know that issues like this with Discord have been going on for years.
Mhm.
And it's, again, like their two factor doesn't mean much. Obviously, don't click on any exe files.
Don't run any scripts, don't click on any nitro links from people you don't trust. Don't
Yeah,
don't
just don't.
just if you're not sure, don't do it. That like that random guy that you've talked to once before in your entire life sends you a link to he's like, "Hey, here's some free nitro." Don't click it cuz it's not real, I promise.
Yeah,
Um
and,
and even if it is, it isn't worth the chance.
you know, there are ways to also check things too, but one thing from like the shittier part on my end, at least from my account, is I used to be a video game developer.
Right,
So
right.
some of the older people would just actually the older friends would catch on. They're a little bit more savvy to this type of stuff. But
Right.
y- you know, I no longer work on video games, Rowan. I am strictly just a music producer now, and like the only thing I ever send out to people are WAV files or MP3s.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, things are crashing a little bit. There we go, we're good. There we go. Yeah. So, oh no, my microphone's not catching.
Really? Hmm.
Hang on. Okay. All right. I had to double check this on my recording software. Wasn't catching the mic for a second. Um, this probably isn't going to be really edited either.
No, I don't think
So,
it really needs to be.
so yeah, but what they do is they take your Discord info. They take your account. If you have any payments tied to it, basically what they're going to try to do is do a shit ton of gifted nitro server boosts. Try to take as much as they can for whatever personal reason.
Right.
Um, and I don't even think they can get money back from, like, how like there's gift card scams and stuff like that. I don't even think it's
Right.
possible to get money out of nitro
Yeah,
or
because
boosts or anything.
selling nitro to other people, unless you sold it cheaper than what Discord sells it for, wouldn't really get you that far. And it, I,
It's such a
I really
hassle.
don't understand. Yeah, I mean, I guess I get it. People like really are, desperate to get money any way that they can. But this is a really shitty way to do it. And if you're a scammer, you're a really shitty person.
I mean, there's plenty of other ways, even with that skill set, to make money, but like clean and actually help people.
Yeah.
Um, but that's just like ridiculous. But yeah, funny enough, right before this call too, the scammer actually messages me,
Yeah. Rejoins the server,
rejoins the new server, right?
which we haven't even advertised that much yet.
I just
Um,
put out one single community post,
yep.
and sends me this, just like. it was this. It's like, "I'm your best friend." Sends me a screenshot of my account and says, "Wanna get it back?" And I'm just like, "Not really." He's like, "Yes or no?" And I'm like, "I'm not paying." But I don't even want it back, fuck it. I don't want the account back. I don't care.
Right.
I don't care if it's a 5-year-old account. I don't care if it's connected to blah, blah, which it's not anymore. I don't want it back. The account is dead.
Yeah.
Report that account if you see it. I'm trying to work with Discord right now. If they'll get back to me, in more than a timely manner, to just have that account completely destroyed off the face of the earth.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, like, dude, what a dickhead. Like, what is he hoping? I'm gonna pay him money and then maybe get it back as he has some sort of backdoor in on the account? No.
Right. Not worth it. And just a fair warning, the account is still actively messaging people. So if you were on Isaac's friends list, there is a chance that it will message you and be like, "Hey, want to try my game?" And your answer should be no. Don't
If
try any games from
if
anyone.
if you were on a friends list, if I had ever messaged you and I have your message log, it's there.
Right.
Just do a search for that account and block it immediately. Um,
Hmm.
can't say that enough. All right, so the new server. Let's get into that real quick. So yeah, that's terrible. That's still ongoing. That problem, but we have both done our best to minimize the potential damage that is possible.
Right.
And I'm still actively trying to put out tweets, put out everything. Oh, here's a quick little warning to anyone who has fallen for this. So the way I had to deal with it is I restored my computer completely. Um, so restore points and all that well before this even happened. You need to find your Discord file. I use Revo uninstaller, but you can find other stuff too. Delete everything from Discord. Anything associated to Discord, completely get rid of it. Reinstall Discord.
Yep.
Um, uh, Make sure like your files are fully gone, or whatever file was there was fully gone. Hence the restore point. One of the safer ways is definitely redo your operating system, but I don't think we went over with our tech team, which I do have one, and for the most part, everything seems to be fine right now. If anything changes, there's a reason why I'm not going really hard on adding people or anything. Um, so yeah, if this happens again, or it's not fully safe, we're gonna figure it out. But for the most part, I think everything should be good on this brand new account. Most likely, we'll not be adding a bunch of people in general. So yeah, we'll have to figure
We
out a
also
couple.
have a new system in place on the server to make sure that that won't happen again. So even if Isaac's account, if the worst comes to pass and he somehow loses the account again, the server will be safe this time. So
While we will not fully get into details for
right.
security reasons, basically, uh, I'm not the owner. But
Hmm.
yeah, like we've have way more steps to keep this from happening, and highly recommend any of you guys out there who have like own your own Discord servers and you're worried about this happening. You can feel free to contact me, and I can probably throw you. We can talk about it in the server in like a private channel, and kind of run you down some of the steps you should be taking so that you don't permanently lose your community servers or anything like that. There's actually a lot of steps you can take to protect all of your accounts. You guys should mostly be fine. You don't have to worry about stuff like Google or whatever. Google is incredibly, like, they do a pretty great job at making sure your
Right.
stuff can't get stolen. I mean, their two-factor authentication is, at times like pretty great, and it doesn't just like any new device that even tries to sign in, it won't let it sign in unless you clear off on it.
Right.
So, something Discord should take note of.
Yeah. Just perhaps.
Yeah, again, trusted devices and all that should definitely be a thing. I can't believe it's not.
Maybe someday.
Oh yeah, maybe when they figure it the hell out. All right, well, it's been 20 minutes now.
Quite
I'd
the
say,
video.
yeah, I'd say that's about everything, right?
Yeah, I think we covered most things other than join the new server.
Join the new server. It'll be in the description. You know, I'll still be talking to a lot of people on Twitter, and if you want
What
to
you
talk to,
should do, Isaac,
yeah,
uh, sorry to interrupt you.
no worries.
You should also put in the description your new account handle so that people know which one is the real you because there's probably a lot of confusion with, you know, who's who, I guess.
You'll find the new account handle on the server. There's a reason why I don't want to have the account
Right.
handle
Okay.
out.
Never mind. I understand. I didn't think about
Um,
that.
and I will not be. If anyone adds me, I'm on Discord, like
Right.
privately. I'm not adding them. Sorry, but I'm not
Yeah.
right now. You guys are gonna have to
That's the
wait a
safer
long
bet.
time for me to be fully sure.
Hmm.
Um, and yeah, so just hop in. If any of you guys want to talk to me about anything, just talk to me in general. Talk to me, or if it's like, is there any way we can like, privately speak or something, or you got affected by this? There's Twitter. There's also you can just ask to go into one of the VCs and stuff. We can give you clearance for a special channel, but yeah, like right now I'm not really taking many DMs. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, thank you guys so much for bearing with this, but we'll let you know once if there's any potential updates. Do keep an eye on the channel, keep an eye on the Twitter. But I'm still gonna be making music. Stuff might get held up a bit because this kind of took my entire weekend away from me. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, like we had a lot of fun content planned, but it's okay. It's still gonna come out. It's just might come out a little bit later than usual. So the schedule for this week is gonna be spotty, and I can't promise anything. All right, well, thanks a ton. The Alpha, thank you so much for being an
Yep.
amazing mod and friend.
Don't mention it. It's
All
part
right,
of the
guys.
job.